going on, guys? It is the Sick Podcast Rams recap, but I'm here with a very special guest, Kyle Turley, NOLA's own, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, it's good to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Everything is great, man. We're at the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Absolutely. And how's it feel? Any of your old spots yet?
Oh, yeah, I hit it already. Rockin' Sake. I'm about to go hit the oyster companies here. Man, I need some oysters bad. So, but did the Gleason golf tournament. Was incredible yesterday. Steve Gleason, man, unbelievable. Still doing amazing things out here. And got some great gator sausage out on the course. But, just circling around. Went to Camellia Grill, man, had me a chef special, got that chili and that chocolate freeze, man.
Man, you can eat, though, but you looking
Hey, smoke and mirrors, but I'm downtown. This is whole cheat week. This is cheat week.
going to gain about 20 pounds down here. But it looks like you're still in the gym, brother. What's going on?
Every day, man. It's a constant battle, right, after the game is over to get and continue to keep getting it, man, every day and being able to move. This body doesn't get better, right? It breaks down over time, but there's a lot of things you can do by waking up every day, continue to get your mind right, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Look, man, I think of you one of the best in the trenches, man. When it goes to naming one of the greats, you're one of the ones that come up. You're NOLA's very own, one of the trench demons, I call you guys. I got to ask you now, do you believe that the offensive linemen deserve some type of recognition award? How honors, we got Defensive Player of the Year, these offensive, what about the guys that's protecting these guys?
Yeah, you'd think by this time they'd figure something out, right? I mean, they can't play the game without us. So.
No, we need guys like you to be a little bit more vocal louder, man. We got to get this going.
Unfortunately, you're never going to see that, man. They want to keep us in the dark. They call us the mushrooms. They say throw us in the closet. They feed us a bunch of BS and keep us in the dark.
Listen, man, Andrew Whitworth called it, that would be the idea of a name, but if it was an award, what would a name be, perfect for that award?
Man, the Trench Warfare Award, man, that's the thing, man. Yeah, that Trench Warfare, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you got guys that need to be honored for the warriors that they are, the constant having to go every play. That goes to offensive line, right? You don't come out of the game. At least that's how it was. They're doing a lot more rotations now with things. Coaches are trying to figure out new ways, I guess, to keep the game being faster and guys on. But the offensive line position has been one of those notoriously where you need to create an environment where 5 guys work together and you stick with those 5 guys, right? And that comes with every being on the field. And I don't know, not one other position outside the quarterback, is really on the field every play on offense or defense. And so, that should go. Maybe there's some linebackers that are on the field every play, things like that you can include. Maybe there's some D linemen that stay in every play. But, that Trench Warfare, award should probably happen.
Yeah, man, we need to get the NFL on this, man. We got to get it, man, because I've been seeing you guys just go years and years not getting the recognition, man. You guys are protecting some of the greats, but maybe out. We can.
Man, they could create something. We could be, go up on the stage and break things or, just make it like a circus sideshow. Then maybe they'd accept it and do it possibly. I don't know. Then they'll never give an honorable award to, I think, the offensive line. I mean, in college they have, the Outland Trophy, right? And there should be, an award for the linemen out here. You've got guys that have deserved that over these years, especially.
You're one of them.
Some of these football teams who got all these Super Bowls, right? I mean, you had the Eagles with Jason Kelsey and all these guys, over the years here that have been there on the team, making that team great for so long, right? Those guys need to start getting honored.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you about this game that's going on, the Super Bowl, the big dance, while we're all here, man. Have you been tapped in really with the Chiefs has been going on through with this dynasty run, man?
It's cool to see. It's fun. Kansas City's one of those, iconic NFL teams, this old school. Having my last 2 years be in Kansas City was pretty cool. It was fun and great experience. I got to meet Lamar Hunt before he passed and understand the history of the team, where it came from. Originally the Dallas Texans and then Kansas City and become the Chiefs. That Arrowhead Stadium, just a cool place to play football, and the fans and everybody and how they just really get into it. Reminded me a lot of New Orleans, very good fan base of people that are dedicated to the team. people are from Kansas City and come back to Kansas City, and kind of like New Orleans. But it's awesome down here to see that and the opportunity they have to get number 3, man. I hope they do it.
Absolutely, man. Listen, now, you played in the Brady era. There's conversation that Mahomes might be on his way surpassing Brady now.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he gets number 3 so that we could just talking about Brady.
Yeah, well, they're wanting to change the Lombardi name to maybe a Brady name. Like,
Yeah, nah, that shouldn't happen. At the end of the day, Tom Brady and a lot of these quarterbacks that are old milking that job, they're enjoying it. They don't get hit anymore. That wouldn't have happened to Steve Young and John Elway and Dan Marino, man. They didn't get the luxury of sitting in a pocket. They got hit every play. These guys, I think Tom Brady, milked another years out of his career because they can't hit him anymore. So these guys, need to accept their role on this, thing called the gridiron, and we're all part of the same team.
Yeah, man. Now this is a Rams time that you spent in St. Louis, man. Is there any memories that you hold on to, or anything that really to say thank you for, or anything like that?
Man, just a community. It was an awesome opportunity to play in St. Louis. Coming off the Super Bowls and stuff that the Rams had there, being able to kind of just fit right in, plug in, and play as well as I did for the season that I was with them in 2003. It was an all-pro year for me, so it was just real special being able to contribute and not have them miss a beat, and have them, they honor me even with only playing 1 year. Yeah, they gave me the 10th anniversary ball. They made me a part of that team. But I think it was because I really carried a great pride into being a Ram. When I was a little kid, my family's from Southern California, so they all grew up Rams fans. Yeah. Ironically, and I have a picture of myself in the same football with a Rams helmet on, the toy aisle at the toy store that I got for a gift, and I got on the cover of Sports Illustrated in the same stance, wearing the Rams helmet. So there was this really cool, association I had with the team that a lot of people didn't know about. I was a Rams fan since I was a little kid, so that's why I kind of accepted getting traded there. When they asked me, they said, "You want to get traded, Kyle? They want to trade you to the Rams." And I was like, "What? The Rams?" Now, because we were rivals, at the time. New Orleans and St. Louis were bitter rivals, and all those coaches, I thought they hated me, and then they wanted to sign me, and I was like, "The Rams? Like, no way." And that was a big part of the decision of saying yes, was because I grew up a Rams fan when I was a kid.
That's awesome, man. Let's recap a little bit further now. I had the luxury and privilege to be working with one of your old buddies back in San Diego State, Akbar Bajamia Miller. He told me a funny story at practice that, you and him got at it because he was going 150% during practice, people, and Kyle wasn't here for it.
Well, I went that fast, and I went that hard myself. So when somebody would try to, go a bit harder, I took it as a challenge, of course. And from his brother Kabir to then Akbar, man, we had it out all the time. Those guys were relentless. That's why they achieved the greatness they did. Akbar going and being the player that he was and having the opportunity in the NFL, following his career is just unbelievable legend, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, right now. It's unfortunate that he's not nominated. It's crazy, right? That Kabir, hopefully they will. I'm sure that they have some controversial things they want to keep away from, but that whole bloodline was just relentless in practice every day. I'm ripping their helmets off. We're fighting and throwing their helmets around.
Look, he did it as Tripins are, and so it's like one of those things.
Oh, we had a great time. They knew, off the field, I'm their best friend. They'd call me for anything. It was just one of those things. The old cartoons that we grew up on were, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, and and Foghorn Leghorn. We're just beating each other up all day and then clocking out at the end. You know what I mean? And we're going to hang out and have.
So what you got going on, man? Because I was scanning your songwriter podcast coming, maybe
just trying to continue moving forward in life and all the things that I do. All the efforts in cannabis and plant-based opportunities for people to have resolutions. My business, I started Power Plant Depot, powerplantdepot.com, and continue to expose the resolutions that people have out there without taking pills. That has helped me get my life back, right, which puts me back in the in the chair drumming and playing in my rock band, standing with my guitar and playing in my country band, and coaching football and doing all the other things that I do. Can't stop moving, and it only really hurts when you stop. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, man, I love that for you, man. I had fun scanning your Instagram, just seeing what you got going on, man. That you're still in the gym, you're still good, you're still getting out there, getting to it, man. That's awesome to see, man. So, yeah, definitely, man. So, for coming, man. I this opportunity to sit down and.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you.